Black Diamond has always had a strong presence within the crash pad market. This particularly came once they bought Franklin crash pads back in 1998. This purchase gave BD the access to some of the best US crash pads around. And from then on, they always delivered really good bouldering products to the climbing community. A notable crash pad that BD first launched back in 2001 was the very first version of this, the Mondo. No one had really introduced a pad that big to the market. It sort of got joked about as being the size of a double bed, and looking back was actually very ahead of its time. It started to blur the lines between bouldering and roots. I think it's fair to say that we've seen a lot of innovation since the first Mondo was released back in 2001. But with the release of BD's new Erratic pad and the new updated Mondo, this sort of puts them back at the front of the game again. The Erratic is durable, waterproof and easy to carry on long walk-ins, and the Mondo is just meant to be massive. It's just a big chunk of foam that you can take out with you for a great day at the crag. The Erratic comes with a Dynex fabric and has a full TPU coating. So what does that mean in reality? Well, it basically means that it's really durable and really water resistant, almost waterproof. When it comes to the construction of the Erratic, it's all about being top tier. Even the corner joints are folded so they're super durable, they use high quality zips, and there is fantastic attention to detail in every feature. But I think the main feature on this pad is the back system. This is a fully adjustable back system and is almost akin to something off a mountain rucksack rather than a bouldering pad. This might look a bit overkill for maybe coming bouldering where we are today in the Peak District, but anywhere outside of the Peak District basically has long, big walk-ins, and you generally carry a lot of stuff. So to have a back system like this is a game changer. In this pad, we have multiple layers of foam, and I'll try not to get too complicated about it. The top and the bottom layer are made of closed cell foam, which sandwich an open cell foam in the middle. So in reality, this means that the top layer just takes that initial impact, and the middle squishy layer disperses all the energy that's left. This whole construction is then laminated together, which just adds durability to the whole construction. Moving on to the Mondo. This is a really big pad. This is the biggest pad that BD make, and this is a full reworking of any version of the Mondo that's gone in the past. Everything from the foam and how it's constructed through to the back system has been changed or tweaked. Some of the features that we really like on this Mondo, apart from it just being massive, are things like the new addition of grab handles, which also appear on the Erratic. One particular feature I like is the additions of these straps. It means that you can open the pad, lock the straps down and hold the whole pad flat so it won't close back up on you if you step in the middle. The Mondo pad is constructed of 100% recycled polyester fabric, so it might not quite be as durable as the TPU coated Erratic, but this is going to be pretty damn good for most people. And one of the final main features to mention is definitely the beefed up back system. It's not quite to the extent that it is on the Erratic, but this is a big improvement from the last Mondo. The previous back system did the job, but it was quite unwieldy, whereas this is more refined, simpler, and you've actually got a lot more adjustment in this system. Again, the foam in this pad is created from closed cell and open cell. Again, fully laminated with a top sheet and a bottom sheet, and the open cell in the middle to absorb all that impact. So when it comes to the actual size and dimensions of these pads, the Erratic is 11 centimeters thick. You get a landing area of 1.2 by 1 meter wide, and amazingly weighs just over 5 kilos, which is actually very light for what you get. And BD have done a really good job with that. When it comes to the Mondo, you get 12 centimeters of depth. You get a landing area of 1.5 by 1.2 and weighs just over 7 kilos, which again is actually not that heavy for what you get. When it comes to this new generation of pads, these two can actually be attached together and carried as a single unit. But if you have a pad from outside this range, BD have thought about that as well. They now do a piggyback carry system, which effectively lets you put any pad into the carry system. Above and beyond these two new pads, BD have also introduced new mats, carry systems, topper pads, backpacks. There's basically a whole load to go at. I think it's fair to say that we are a big fan of the Erratic and the Mondo, but they do, as you can probably guess, come at a price. The Erratic is actually £350 and the Mondo is £400. That's not astronomical, but it definitely puts them in the more premium end of the pad market. When it comes specifically to British bouldering, the Erratic's definitely got it for us. Having that big carry system and the fact that it's just really, really water resistant just makes it great for our bouldering season, which is effectively winter and it rains a lot. The Mondo really comes into its own, particularly on gritstone highballing, or if you're heading out on your own and you just want that bigger landing area to give you that confidence.